Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Barcelona International watch players. There are going to be a few players that we are going to be discussing that has played with their national teams, and those players are going to consist of Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, Frankie Deyoung, Sergino Dest, and Martin Braithwaite. These are the players that have just finished playing their matches, and I am here to talk about their performances in today's video. Now, this is not a topic that I do have in every week. This is just something that I like to do while we are in this international break, is to analyze how these players are performing with their national teams. And we are first going to be talking about Dembele. So in this game, Dembele did not play the full 90 minutes, and France within this match played in a 4-2-3-1. Antoine Griezmann was playing as the attacking midfielder, Coman was playing as the right winger, Kylian Mbappe was playing as the left winger, and Giroud was playing as the striker. Dembele was nowhere near this attacking front line for France. But on the 62nd minute, Dembele did come in for Coman, and he was playing as a right winger. And looking at what Dembele had to do with France under Deschamps, his priority in this game was to look for players inside the box, is to make those beautiful crosses like the Dembele that we all know. But here's the thing, right? When I was watching Dembele play for France, one very interesting thing that I have caught with my eye about this player is the fact that with Dembele in Barcelona, he's starting to play more as an interior. He's playing much more central than he has ever been before with FC Barcelona. And you and me know that under the new system that Ronald Koeman is placing within this Barcelona team, Dembele is starting to become some sort of number 9. And then you look at Dembele and how he played with France. When he was playing on the right wing, he looked a little more reserved, like he could not do that much, but besides make those crosses inside the box. And when he plays much more centralized and has a player like Lionel Messi behind him, or it could be Antoine Griezmann in this team, Dembele looks much more free, where he can make more runs, where he can attack the spaces, where he can ask for the ball and have that final say within a certain play, which is to score the goals. And it's crazy that now we are in this position, because we have always said that Dembele is a great world-class right winger. But Dembele has proved under Ronald Koeman in a 3-5-2 system, when he is playing more central, he looks way more effective than as a right winger. So hopefully we get to continue to see that with France and Deschamps. Hopefully they can experiment with Dembele and maybe potentially play him as a striker right in front of Antoine Griezmann. I would love to see how all of that does work out. Then moving on towards Antoine Griezmann, who did play in the exact same game because he is French. Antoine Griezmann did start and he played the full 90 minutes. And as you may expect, Antoine Griezmann looked very comfortable within his position as a attacking midfielder when he is given the responsibility to create those 1-2s and go from left or right to left. Antoine Griezmann is a world-class player. We already know this. And coincidentally enough, because Antoine Griezmann was playing so well with France and because he was so comfortable, Antoine Griezmann scored a stunner goal for France that led France 1-0 up before they hit the 20-minute mark. This is something that we know that Antoine Griezmann could do. The type of goal that he has scored, these are the type of goals and the type of player we want to see at Barcelona. Now at Barcelona, he is much more of a tap-in type of player, a player that is always well positioned to receive the final pass in order to score the goals. But in this game, it really does seem like Antoine Griezmann with France, he is much more creative, and you can just get a sense that you know that he can do whatever he wants once he does hit the final third area. But overall, when it comes to Antoine Griezmann, it was a great performance. And I do think that because of the goals that he has scored with Barcelona in the previous match and scoring this goal with France, his confidence is higher than ever. Now moving on towards Frankie Deyoung. So here's where everything does go in a full 360, right? Because if we were to look at Holland and how they have been playing over the past few months, this is not the Holland that we have seen under Ronald Koeman. And I do believe that that is the main reason why Holland has been experiencing so many ties or losses. It is because of the departure of Ronald Koeman. And as of now, the coach that is coaching Holland is Frank de Boer, who hasn't been doing or bringing the best results with Holland. And if you were to look at the past few games for the Netherlands, they have only won a total of 3 matches ever since he did take charge. And many of these players that we have been seeing in the Netherlands, and especially for Frankie Deyoung, they have been playing very flat. And it did show against Turkey, because if you were to ask me, how did Frankie Deyoung play against Turkey? He did not play his best game. And every time we did see Frankie Deyoung try to progress the ball forward from the back line, there was no player that was there to accompany him and build into the final third area. And overall, De Jong looked very flat, which is very unfortunate because we know the type of player Frankie De Jong is and what he could do. But as a collective, when it comes to the Netherlands, they are not doing well, and that is why we did see them lose to Turkey 4-2. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I do want to move on towards Sergino Dest. So let me get one thing straight. I do want to set the tone to show you guys just exactly what this meant, what this moment meant for the United States. Here's going to be the starting 11 11 coming from USA. We can see Reggie Cannon, who is a great right back, which basically meant that Sergino Dest was going to play on the left back position. And then we also see Leggett playing as a central defensive midfielder. And then we have Yunus Musa, who has recently become an American player. Gio Reyna, a great 18-year-old player. And then we also do have Pulisic, who is another great world-class player that does play for Chelsea. And then you do have Josh Sargent, who is another great world-class striker. Now, looking at these players here, you would expect a goal to come from either Pulisic, Gio Reyna, or Yunus Musa, or maybe even Josh Sargent. Because these players are more than capable to score against any opposition. And we were playing against Jamaica, who are a physically strong team. But out of all these players, the first player that was able to score against Jamaica was Sergino Dest. Sergino Dest did score the goal, and it wasn't even a regular goal. It was a golazo. It was a world-class goal. The way that Sergino Dest executed that shot, it is something that we want to see at the Camp Nou. And this is also a goal that not many right backs or left backs could do in top European football. And if you were to watch the full match that Sergino Dest has displayed against Jamaica, he was absolutely schooling Jamaica. And looking at his ability to move forward and seeing the amount of confidence he does portray on the field, it is something that is so extraordinary. And the ceiling is going to be so high for this player. And the audacity, right? The audacity coming from Sergino Dest to do these special moves, to take down 1 to 2 players, then score a great golazo, a world-class goal. And then right after that, to continue to use his special moves and completely humiliate Jamaica, who we know is a very physically strong, demanding team. You look at Sergino Dest, who is not that tall compared to the Jamaican players. Sergino Dest demanded confidence, and I am so happy to see that Dest finally scored his first goal with the USA. So what a past few games it has been for Sergino Dest. You can clearly see that his confidence is finally back up to where it should be. He scored his first few goals with Barcelona a couple of days ago, and now he is doing it with the USA. And overall, I just think that with having Sergino Dest playing for the USA, it is a huge step for this country, because USA has never been a team where they have a special right back or a special left back or a special central defensive midfielder that can score these goals in these important moments. And now USA does have that. Now USA has those type of qualities that can compete potentially in a few years against top national teams like Argentina, Brazil, Germany, Holland, Spain. USA could be going through that route, and Sergino Dest is part of the face of this national team. And so lastly, I do want to talk about Martin Braithwaite, who did play with Denmark. Denmark did play in a 4-3-3. Martin Braithwaite was playing as a left winger, which is very interesting because I think that they're going based off what they have seen with Barcelona. Barcelona many times have used Martin Braithwaite as a left winger, and he has been performing very well. And if you were to look in the past games of Martin Braithwaite with his club and the national team about a few years back, right, you can truly see the improvement from Martin Braithwaite and how he has grown with FC Barcelona. You can see that he understands what spaces to attack, when to press the opposition, because that is exactly how he did score for Denmark. You see Martin Braithwaite physically battling the player and then using his speed to catch up towards the ball. That is something that we have seen many times a player like El Fenomeno would do on the pitch, and Martin Braithwaite has done exactly that. He fought for the ball, he won the ball, and then once he got into the box, he simply chipped it over the goalkeeper and scored his goal. That, my friends, is a world-class goal. That is something that Martin Braithwaite has been learning with Barcelona over the past few months, and I'm happy to see that he's enjoying his football. He truly does deserve it. So in the end, this is going to be the conclusion. For us FC Barcelona fans, it has been a great week. Many players have shined. Martin Braithwaite, Antoine Griezmann, Sergino Dest. We could have seen Dembele and Frankie Deyoung shine with their own national teams, but it was not their day and for different reasons, which is okay. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.